Welcome to clickmyproject.com.
It is our project title. Our project title name is Merged Ontology and SVM Based Information Extraction and Recommendation System for Social Robots. It is our project abstract. In our project abstract, the extractive text summarizes an aim to create a condensed versions of one or more source documents by selecting the most informative sentence. Research in the text summarization has therefore the often the focused on measures of the useful of the sentence of the summary. We present an approaches to sentence extension and map sentence to node of a hierarchical ontology. By considering the ontology attributes, we are able to improve the semantic and representation of the sentence information content. The classifier that map the sentence that auto taxonomy is trained using the search engines and it is therefore the very flexible and not bounded in the specific domains. In our experimental, we have trained the SVM classifier to identify the summary sentence using the ontology based sentence features. Our experimental results show that the ontology-based extraction sentence outperforms the baseline the classifier than leading the high rough scores of the summary extraction. The recent technology of the human voice capture and the interpretation has the spawned this called robot. To convey the information and they provide the recommendation, the technology help the people obtain the information about the particular topic after the giving on oral queries. To the humanoid robot, however, the most of the research engine are keyword matching the mechanism based on the existing the full text query research engine and the inadequate at the retrieving the information from the various oral queries. With only the present words of the sentence based recommendation and the social robot may be not the suggests the correct items. If them the retrieve the along of these informations are not the predicted and it is additional in the available conversion of the ontology based systems cannot extract the precise the data of the web page and show this current result. In this regard, we propose the merged ontology and support the vectorization SVM based on information extracted in recommendation systems. In our proposed system, when be the humanoid robot receive the oral queries from this distributed user and the oral queries change from the full text queries and then the system minds the full text queries and extract the disabled user needs and it is then converted the queries into the correct format such as the search engine. It is our project flow diagram. In our project flow diagram, the user can using this ontology based information data. So the user can be load this ontology based information data in the ontology package. This the ontology package. All information are stored from this in this database. The database can be checked this all of the data are correct format or not. If this data are correct format, it is able to go for the data tagging process. If else, it is goes from the pre-processing step. In the pre-processing, it can be removed the all relevant of unrelevant information for using the null and unwanted character information can be removed in this pre-processing stage. And after the pre-processing stage can be completed, it goes to from this data tagging. In this process, the data can be tagging for using the tagger tools can be implement this process. This tool can be tag this all information data and all words can be tagged from this some verb pronoun and pronoun all of adjective and noun all of this sentence can be tagging this field and it can goes to this text summarization. In this process the text can be summarized from all of this content. For example, some of this paragraph content or this text process can be classified. This process can be gather this information for what is the kind of text it can be give for this in this tagging process. So this is the tag summarization process can be completed. It can be goes to from this data storage. The data storage process can be stored from this all of the tag information can be stored in this data storage process. So after it can be goes to from this check the condition. If the condition the data storage process can be structured or unstructured. If the data is unstructured, so it can goes from data clustering process and after it can be goes from this data tagging. Else it goes from the data stemming process. The data stemming is a process can be classified the words, and it can be give the clustering count of for each word. Clustering count can be calculated for this process. After the data stemming process can be completed, can be goes to from the data recognition process. The data recognition, all of information can be for example the word count and the paragraph count, all information of ontology and searching information in all information can be displayed this field, and it can be gives for the searching relevant information can be displayed this field, and it is a result. This is a final result. The user can be view this result. This result can be show this from user. Okay, it is our project. So open your project packages, and it is in last package of ontology based text sum. So open this package. The all of these Java frames can be open. So click this home page and right click this run file. If you click this run file, the project can be start to run. So it is our project home page. It is our project title. So merged ontology and SVM based information in extraction and recommendation system for social robots. So click this next. So it is ontology based text summarization. So it is in first, it is our original data can be I can be implement this, so we can be load this our original data. So click this dictionary one. So on that time you can be click this dictionary one. It is our original data can be content can be displayed. This all of the medical and agriculture all information can be displayed this field. Okay, it is in our original data ontology data. So it is can be remove the stop words. So stop word can be removed. So it is a stop word remover. So it can all of the stop word can be removed this in this data. So next process then stemming. So click this stemming and click this display. So this is a stemming word can be displayed this field. So all of the stemming word can be displayed. So next frame is on. So it is in calculation under the time frequency. So it is in time frequency calculation. The time frequency can be calculated in this field. So next process on display the time frequency field. So it is in time frequency count can be display this field. So you click this next. It is in calculation of IDF of times ontology based text summarization. So click this IDF calculation. IDF text transformation calculation can be displayed this way. It is in items, it is in similarity result can be displayed. So next process in TF calculation. TF and IDF times calculation can be merged in this field. So click this TF and IDF overall calculation can be displayed this field. So it is in calculate the similarity. The overall the similarity level can be calculated this in this process. So it is in a document. It is in name, text name, and it is an item, and the similarity can be displayed this field. So it is in find the cluster. So the cluster can be find and it can be clustered. The output can be displayed in the next frames. So it is in clustered output can be these frames can be taken. So this calculate the frequency of times it is in calculation. So it is in displayed. So it is in find it is in the measure of this frequent item data set. So it is output is measure. So it is in go to the current construct the ontology. So create this ontology. It is in display the ontology result. So it is in call exe mean the exe formation file can be created for your background process. So in next process then get it is an ontology based get the depth limiter of graph. It is in depth level 1, depth level 2, depth level can be classified. The result graph can be 3 levels. So the 3 levels graph and the calculation can be displayed. So it is in get threshold value means there are two types of threshold value can be I can be this is the number one threshold value I can be chosen. So click this submit. The threshold result can be displayed this field. So click this next. So it is in refit graph solution means the graphical XML formation output can be displayed this field. So it is in display file this final graph solution can be displayed. So submit and the final graph can be generated in background process. So click this summary. So it is in V summary test. It is in original summary result can be displayed this field. So thank you for watching this video.